To be honest, deciding what you want in life, it's not easy. It's even the most difficult part because we've been brought up in a certain way, all of us. Myself, I was brought up by two engineers, and all my life they told me that I will become engineer. So I became an engineer. You perhaps you were born in an entrepreneurial family, and so for you, being an entrepreneur is easy, or because you have the mindset. And once you figured out what you want to create in your life, either you were born with it or you decide that the path that you are on right now is not for you. And if you decide to create freedom, there's another step is what level of freedom you want to create, because freedom is a big word, and the way you feel, it's completely different if you have time freedom, if you have geographical freedom, or if you have financial freedom. So I want to talk to you today about the 4 levels of freedom. And generally people talk about the first 3 that I mentioned. But I want you to stick around because the last one is the most important one, because it's the foundational work that you have to do if you want to be fulfilled in a free environment. If you want to be free and fulfilled, the last one is very important. So stick to the end of this video and you will understand. Hi, my name is Arthur, and after 10 years sacrificing my life for corporate success, I decided I wanted to create freedom, financial freedom, and to have control over my life, to design it the way I want it. So in this channel, I'm going to talk to you about entrepreneurship. I'm going to talk to you about investing, talk to you about mindset, all those tools that you need to create freedom in your life. The tools that I'm using every single day. I'm sharing what I learn, I'm sharing what I implement, I'm sharing what I believe, and the tactics and the concepts that I'm learning and trying to implement. Some are successful, some I'm failing, and all that I want to share with you. So if you are interested in joining this freedom quest, I want you to do 2 things. First, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification clock so that you will be advised and notified when any content that I'm posting every single week will be released. And the second thing is, like this video and share this video to someone who needs to believe that freedom in the life is possible and that they don't have to stay in that status quo that they are in right now. So the first level of freedom, it's not necessarily that you will achieve this first, but it is generally what helped you achieve the 2 other ones, right? The first one is financial freedom. So what do you mean by financial freedom? In financial freedom, you have 2 steps. The first is financial independence, and the second is what I call financial freedom. Financial independence. Are you in control of the way you earn money? As simple as that. If you say yes, you are financially independent. Means you don't need anyone else to write you your paycheck. You are writing your paycheck yourself. All right? And this can be as running a business or as maybe investing, because you investing and you making money with your investments and you living off that, right? So this is being financially independent. And the second level is financial freedom. This is when you talk about passive income. So what's passive income is you don't have to work to get that money coming in, right? So no matter what you do, that money is coming in. This is passive income. And if you reach that level where your passive income cover your expenses, you are financially free, because You can do whatever you want. You decide to work or you don't decide to work. It's up to you. Now, what actions can you take right now if you want to start your journey towards financial freedom? What actions? It depends on where you are. Because if you're already an entrepreneur right now, you are probably already financially independent if you are succeeding in your company. And if you're not, write in the comment and tell me why you're not succeeding in your company. Right? What's your biggest issue? What's your biggest challenge? And I will see if I can help you there. Right? But if you're an entrepreneur, you're already financially independent. If you're working for a big company, you might not be financially independent, even if you have the illusion that you are financially independent. And so, let's say you want to create let's say you want to become financially independent. What you're going to do, it's basically you have to find income streams that you control. You have to control your income. So either you start a business or you start investing and make sure that your money is making you babies, as we say. Okay, and you have different types of activities as well that can make you money that you can start. So start looking around for them. I'm not going to cover that in this video. I'm going to shoot another video talking specifically about the activities that you can start to create financial freedom in your life, to create all the types of freedom as well. Okay, so this is the first level, financial freedom. The second level of freedom is time freedom. And time freedom is basically you don't have to work a certain amount of time to receive a certain amount of money, which is the salary from the work that you've done. So many people right now in the corporate world, they are selling the time. So they are paid by the hour. How much time did you spend in the office? How much will you be paid? And creating that time freedom is moving away from that model of selling your time. It's basically either selling a product or selling a service that is not tied to the time that you spend to create that product or that service. If you're an employee, you can still be an employee and stop selling your time. So if you're an employee and you want to stop selling your time, you don't want to start a business, you have to convince your boss that they will pay you for what you achieve, not for the amount of time that you spend in the office. In some jobs, it's possible. Everything that's around websites or around the digital businesses, some people achieve this. They convince the employees that they don't want to be full-time employees, for example. They don't want to be selling the time. They deliver the projects and they organize themselves the way they want to deliver that project. And so they're getting paid for the project that they deliver. And now, if you want to move away from being an employee, what you have to do is to start a business, to be able to have a service and a product and sell that product and service. And that will be where your income will come from. And to create that product or that service, you have to be efficient. You have to design a system enabling you to make as many products and as many services as possible in the shortest amount of time possible. This is how you increase your worth and you increase how much you will be paid for less and less time. That's how you create time freedom. Time freedom is something that is foundational, and here we're not talking about people who will tell you that they own the time, but they worry about the money. Because of course you can own the time, but we're not interested in just owning our time. We're interested in really having that time freedom, which is different from just owning your time. You own your time, but you're making money while owning it. This is the magic behind it. The third level of freedom is called geographical freedom. So, as the name says, it's basically you can be wherever you want. And here is the same thing. Yes, if you decide to stop working, you decide that, okay, you're going to live and you don't care about the money, you're going to find yourself and do whatever you can do it. But what we're trying to achieve here is geographical freedom is really your expenses are covered. You don't worry about money and you have the possibility to travel and to be where you want, when you want. This is geographical freedom. And geographical freedom, you can start creating this right now in your life. As well, it depends strongly on what type of job you're doing. If you're an employee, as I said, programmer, developer, designers, like everything that is around digital businesses, where you don't have to be face-to-face with your customers, or you don't have to be face-to-face with your boss. As a business owner, you can deliver it quickly. As an employee, you have to have good negotiation skills to be able to negotiate that so that you can actually work from anywhere else and deliver the work that you have to deliver. But it's possible. If you want to create geographical freedom, you have those steps. If you want to create geographical freedom and you are still working and your company doesn't allow you to work from somewhere else, it's a bit difficult. Right now, with all the lockdown, you could say that you could work from anywhere else, right? So you actually have geographical freedom. If you decide to go and leave your house and go and live somewhere else, you have that geographical freedom because we are in lockdown and more and more companies allow the employees to do that. But generally speaking, it's very difficult as an employee to do that because in this world, we are paid for our time. Most of the time, we are paid for our time, which is making it very, difficult to create that geographical freedom if you're not owning your source of income. Now, we've come to the last one. And this is something that is so overlooked in this life. You can become wealthy. You can become, you can create the life you want. You can create time freedom. You can create geographical freedom. But you might still be trapped here. And I'm talking about the mind. I'm talking about the freedom to be who you are. Not the freedom to do what you want, the freedom to be who you are. How many people you know that are wealthy, but they still always consider what other people think. They still all the time conform to what other people do. They're rich, but they conform to the other rich people. They don't know what life they really want. They're going to buy a car because they see their neighbor buying a car. They're going to get that big house because they see other people getting that big house. And I'm not saying that everyone is like that. Everyone who's buying a big car is buying a big house. I'm just saying that if you don't create freedom in your mindset, freedom in your way of thinking, you are still trapped. You have to be careful about this. Why do you want to achieve freedom? Is it because you want other people to look at you and to admire you? Or is it because it's something that you really resonate with? Because if you want to achieve financial freedom for the wrong reasons, you will always be trapped. You're going to be rich, but trapped. So tell me what you think about this last level of freedom. I'm really interested to hear your comments. And also, don't hesitate to share this video, right? To someone who wants to hear this, who needs to hear this. And as well, I want to inspire you to go after your dreams. I want to inspire you to go after your freedom. I want to inspire you to look inside and to realize that you have all you need to achieve your dream. Until next video, I wish you very good success and great week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.